Nazi human experiment. During World War II, German doctors conducted cruel experiments on thousands of prisoners in concentration camps between 1942 and 1945. These experiments were extremely painful and often deadly. About 15,754 victims from different countries and age groups were documented, but the actual number is believed to be much higher. These experiments focused on three main purposes. The first one is to help German soldiers survive. They conducted freezing experiments to find ways to treat hypothermia. Prisoners were put into icy water tanks naked for hours, and some were even forced into sexual contact to warm up. To help Germans survive at high altitude, they put prisoners in low-pressure chambers and did not give them oxygen to see how long they could live. In other experiments, they kept prisoners hungry and only gave them seawater. Some prisoners even started licking the ground. The second purpose was pharmaceutical testing. Doctors tested drugs and treatments on prisoners, often leading to their deaths. For example, Sigmund Roscher tested a blood-clotting drug by shooting prisoners and then giving them the drug. Other experiments involved injecting diseases such as malaria or typhus or giving prisoners poison or burning them with phosphorus to find their cure. The third was to prove Nazi racial and ideological goals. Experiments were done on twins to understand genetics and increase the number of twins born. These included blood transfusions and body parts transplants from one twin to the other and sewing twins together by surgery. Of about 1,000 pairs of twins experimented upon, only about 200 pairs survived. They also tried to convert homosexual men into heterosexuals using capsules, which caused much pain and later diseases. Painful experiments were conducted on individuals who were considered inferior according to Nazi ideology to prevent them from reproducing. The ethical considerations they broke were, first, they did not obtain informed consent. These experiments were forced onto prisoners against their will. Second, they caused physical and psychological harm to the prisoners. Third, they did not uphold justice as the people involved in these experiments were those they considered inferior. They did not include all types of people. Fourth, they did not debrief them afterwards, and they remained in that trauma and pain throughout their lives. After the war, there was a trial for these crimes called the Doctors' Trial. 20 out of 23 defendants, mainly medical doctors, were accused of involvement in Nazi human experimentation and mass murder, and 7 were given death sentences, while others received life imprisonment. This trial led to the creation of the Nuremberg Code in 1947, which established ethical guidelines for human experimentation. Although some of these experiments were done to help improve medical research, the methods they used were against ethical principles. No matter how much benefit an experiment provides, if it violates ethics, then it is wrong.